Chuck Wilson, Bootlegger guitar. Have a Red HSH Spade Trem version in the beautiful red. Going out today to Seattle, Washington, man, to Alex. Buddy, Alex, thank you. Seattle, great city to visit. So thank you, brother. This is your guitar. I just QC'd it and I just played it through the Blues 30 15 tube amp with our brand new Zapped Up Yours distortion pedal. So buddy, this is yours. Playing a little of Black Sabbath there. And here it is. Now I obviously went to kind of a metal sound because I'm using the distortion pedal on the our Bootlegger Blues 1530 switchable amp, 1530 watt tube amp. So I wanted to briefly discuss, we have the two new pedals, the Zapped Up Yours distortion pedal, and then we have the Shifty's 8-ball drive pedal or super drive pedal. The distortion pedal is exactly what it is. I mean, it creates that metal-esque sound, which is, this is camera audio on this shoot today, so what you heard is going through the iPad audio, but it creates a really cool, aggressive metal. But you can also back it way off to a nice crunch or fuzz sound. So depending upon your style of guitar playing, where the drive pedal is more of an upfront pedal in front of your amp, which you can use, it'll get to a cleaner distortion. It will distort sound. You can also use it as more of a boost. So like if you're in a rock or blues band and you're playing rhythms, you have the amp set to your rhythm tone and you want to step in front and do some lead work, you can have that preset and have a, you know, as much of a boost and or drive sound to cut through the mix of the band and handle a solo. So it does get dirty as well, but I would not consider it a metal pedal. The two things about these pedals that I wanted to explain, they both come with the power supply. They're both driven by a 12AT7 Electro Harmonix tube, and the input from the power supply, which is the 15 to 18 volts. So if you have a pedal board, then and you have a power supply that has a switchable or outlet for 15 to 18 volts, then it will work fine. And it comes with our own power supply, which will drive it individually. So you can use these pedals on a board, or as I do, I use them as my sole effect pedal in front of the Blues 5030 amp. We all have different tastes and such, but the Blues 5030's got a great EQ and it's got an onboard reverb, so I'm able to dial in my tone and then use the pedal for, I use the boost for my blues gigs for my leads. What's unique is the majority of pedals out there are 9 volts. There are pedals out there that are analog tube-driven pedals that advertise their high voltage, which we are a high voltage pedal effect. But what they do is they drop the volt to the plate of the tube to 9 volts. So even though you're using a higher volt input, you're not getting it to the tube. Both of our pedals, the voltage to the tube is the voltage from the power supply. So it's the 15 to 18. So that's why they sound so good. That's why the tube is driven hard. These pedals that are high voltage, tube-driven effect pedals can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Where we're not, we're $189. They're really cool pedals for you to use individually or to add to your pedal board. And you know, I'm really proud of them. We designed them, and they're the newest addition to Bootlegger guitar.